Excuse me, how much you bench?
About 250.
About 250? Hey Nicholas, what'd you weigh in at?
217.
Nice. I'm like 255 and a quarter. Good guess.
Yep. I'm happy with that. Stuff.
I somehow lost weight.
Y'all go hit like.
Alright Nicholas, so we just weighed in. We got our t-shirts, got our rack heights and our bench heights. What do you got for the openers today?
I'm opening with 155 on the squat, 100 on the bench, and 215 on the deadlift.
Alright,
And then we got you.
what am I opening at?
You're opening with 155, 110, and 200.
Alright, beautiful, beautiful. We're going to pass these in and we're good to go till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Now just eat.
Now just eat. Alright guys, we're here the night before we go to the gym to do our meet, and laid out on the bed here is the gear that we're bringing. We're just going to quickly show you what we're bringing into our gym bags and into the meet, and we're going to go through a little bit about why we're going to be doing it. So some of the stuff here is definitely, you know, pretty standard gym equipment, but some of the stuff, kind of like the candy, might not make sense to absolutely everybody, but it is crucial. So we're going to go through each of these one at a time. Are you filming? Okay, you want to stop that? Okay, so what we're going to do is go through what I'm going to be packing in my gym bag. The reason we're doing that is the majority of stuff in Nicholas's gym bag is very similar to mine, and therefore it'll be redundant, aside from a couple of key components, but I'll show you those. The first thing that we're going to show is the Converse. It's a flat-soled shoe, and it's also very low to the ground, which means when you're doing, let's say, a deadlift, you don't have to pull it from a deficit. The second piece, this is Nicholas specific gear. He uses knee sleeves. They help keep your knee warm. Personally, I don't use them, but in the future I might decide about getting myself a pair, and we'll both have some knee sleeves. Deadlift socks are really only, as I said, used for the deadlift portion, because when you bring the bar up, sometimes it gets too close to your shin and it scrapes, and because the knurling's pretty aggressive, some people tend to bleed, and if you're in a competition, one, is very unsanitary, and two, if lots of people are scraping and bleeding, it takes a long time to clean the bar. The next thing we got is a singlet. This is just another standard piece of gear. Alright, here we got our ammonia caps. You pop these before you grab onto the platform, and allows you to take a huge breath and really go for that max attempt, or a 105%. We got 6 in here, so we're going to use them primarily on deadlifts and maybe 1 on the bench. We have our caffeine pills. Some people like using pre-workout, some people like using caffeine pills. Tomorrow we're both going to be using caffeine pills. Nicholas also might decide to use a little bit of pre-workout, who knows. Another piece of Nicholas specific gear is the Tiger Balm. It just allows you to warm up an area even further, maybe a problem area, something that's been a little bit nagging you. I like to use icy hot, but to each his own, right? We got this dirty old towel, and we're going to use this to wipe down our feet so they're extra sticky when we're going up and we want a lot of press, like for the bench press. We don't want our feet to be slipping, and we're going to use it to wipe it down. These are the wrist wraps to keep our wrists nice and locked. I only use these for bench, but some people use them for all 3 lifts. This is the belt we're going to be using. Nicholas has a smaller version in black, and I got the larger version in gray. This is our insert belt, standard with a lever. And some of the interesting components of what we're going to bring tomorrow, we are bringing white cheddar, what are these things, rice cakes. I was going to call them rice pies. No, these are just for some simple carbs to eat, because you're working out for 4, maybe 4.5 hours, depending on the meat length. Eating something is kind of nice. In addition to that, we are packing 1 package of gummy worms and 1 package of gummy bears. Again, it's just something to chew on and get some simple carbs, and it's very easy to digest because you can't eat a big meal, and most people don't work out for 4.5 hours. The other thing that we're going to be bringing that we don't have up here right now, but they're in the fridge, is Gatorades, because we want to replenish ourselves, and we just want, again, some simple carbs and just some electrolytes, because over the course of the day you sweat a lot and you need to replenish that because you don't always get to work out in a regular fashion. But that is all the stuff we are bringing to the gym tomorrow, and we'll have a little bit more later for you guys.
What's going on, YouTube? Joe's out here for a relaxing walk with my buddy Bencho. This is going to be our last segment before we go to the meet tomorrow. We've been talking, we think we're going to make this into 2 separate segments so it's not too long for you guys. Pretty much we're just out walking, enjoying a nice walk down by the creek, which is one of our favorite places to go when we're just trying to relax and get some fresh air. Me and Bencho demolished an enormous meal of lasagna and garlic bread for dinner, and I think we're going to try and find some more carbs before bed, but we're going to leave it there and we'll see you guys tomorrow.